This is chaoticradio.com.
The Black Lung, the Black Lung Show, 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 and starting fucking now.
That's right. You're listening to the Black Lung Show live on chaoticradio.com here in beautiful Southern California. However, Southern California is not so beautiful on this day. I'm very glad that my guests could show up and they didn't drown on the way in here, because I just let band practice about 20 minutes ago, and I swear to God, I thought I was going to have to fucking build an ark like fucking Noah to just get down here. If you guys are listening all over the world, we appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Again, you know, the Black Lung Show brings you the best bands around, and I'm fucking very, very happy. It's been a little while, man. I've been trying to get this band in here in the studio for a minute. They're sleepy. I'll just say that, right? You like that?
Sounds correct.
Yeah, that's clever. That's clever. I'm gonna get right to it, Mike. Thanks for coming in and engineering. You know,
no problem.
We weren't on air last week. Helping out the cause for Gabby from the Cadillac Tramps who passed away. I got a story about that one, but we only got an hour and it goes by really fucking fast. So I want to jump right into this because this is a band that I've actually had the privilege of playing with over 20 years ago, and they're still fucking kicking ass. They're still doing it. They're one of my favorite bands, and we're gonna share some rock and roll stories with you guys. If you guys want to call in and talk to myself or the band, look. You see the flyers on Facebook. The band's Narcoleptic Youth, all right? Everyone knows that these guys kick ass. You want to talk to them, the call-in number is area code 909-360-8330. Once again, 909-360-8330. I love this band. I can't say enough about them. You're going to hear their music. You're going to talk to these crazy cats in a minute. I got Dutchie.
What's up, man?
Hi, thanks for coming in, brother.
Hey, it's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure getting sitting on this show.
Well, I think, Dutchie is one of the owners of chaoticradio.com, right? And he's a fellow DJ of mine, my brother. He plays in bands. We do shit together. You know, he's got his shows on Tuesdays and Fridays. You want to plug them real quick?
Beautiful Disaster on a Tuesday at 4. It's kind of the same as what you got going right in front of us now. You know, the best in local fucking punk. Sometimes we get lucky and have bands, the biggest bands from around the world.
Right. And
then on Friday it's just old school punk rock. Simple as that.
Perfect. All right. So Dutchie is in here, and I'm glad he's in here. Let me start with the guys here in studio. This is Narcoleptic Youth. I want you guys to go around, starting here on my right, and introduce yourself to the listening audience, who you are, and what you guys play in the band.
I'm Adam. I play drums.
I'm Johnny. Some people call me Waggles. He's a Captain Waggles. Waggles the Clown. Officer Waggles. I play rhythm guitar.
Okay.
Joey, I play the microphone.
And Jason.
Jason's gonna call in, guitar player.
So
other guitar player.
Perfect. So, there you go.
And Junior, our bass player, we don't know where he is. So
he's MIA right now.
He's on vacation or something. I don't know. Do you guys know where he is? I don't know where he is.
Not a clue.
So let's start right at the very beginning. You know, I talked to you guys on the phone about the band. I've actually played with you guys back in the early 90s. We're gonna get to that in a second, but take me to the very beginning of Narcoleptic Youth. When did you guys start, and how did you come up with the name?
Sorry, sign language threw me off there.
Things are going on right now. We got people calling in.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll answer that because I was the only one. I'm the only one here that was there at that time. So it started back in my friend and I, as a joke, in 1992, 93. We wanted to have like a punk band, but it was just two guys, you know. So we just got together and made a bunch of noise in his room. He had a drum kit and a guitar, and we just yelled about the principal and stuff, you know. And then I went away to college, and then he gave me a call one time and said that the guys at his house, his party house that everyone used to hang out at, were going to start up this band. And right away I said, well, I've got to be the singer. I'm the singer. Like, whatever happens, don't let anyone else take that spot. I'm going to be the singer, you know. And so we got together, and it was kind of it was a totally different members and stuff at that time. And we farted around like that a little bit, and then it just one thing led to another, and we got more serious. We didn't start really playing shows at clubs and stuff till 96. We were in the Showcase Theater Battle of the Bands in Corona. Then we started playing clubs. We got a lot of shows at the Showcase at that point. After that, because we did well in that, and so Ezot booked us a lot there. But early on we're like just a backyard party band, just having fun with. We were really terrible. We were not good at all. Like I hear the bands now, these kids that are in high school now, they're a million times better than we were at that stage. Like we were really bad. So
Well,
I don't know, somewhere along the line we got better.
I got a bigger difference. Like I'm saying, like this is the first time. One of the first times that I've actually got a band. Yeah, we got a call. I know he's signaling me. Now he's pointing at Dutchy.
Dutchy, if you can come here for a moment.
Mike? Do we have a caller on the line?
We got a guy from Alaska calling in.
All right.
We're worldwide here.
Let's put him on. All right, caller, you're live on the Black Lung Show with Ryan and Narcoleptic Youth.
Yeah, hey, Johnny, you're Waggles now or something?
What's up, Greg?
Not much. How are you? Hey, PJ sent us a note, said you guys were going to be live, and we're actually just about to play a show. So we thought we'd just give you a shout. Johnny single-handedly brought Narcoleptic Youth awareness to Alaska. He deserves a lot of credit for that, and quickly got some of you guys' songs into our set up here in the Great Land. So I don't know. I would just wishing Johnny best of luck down there. It's glad to hear he's maybe getting paid a little every now and then to play. I don't know if that happens in the States or not, but
Usually in beer or something, pizza.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Hey, so how's it going right now in Alaska? Are you guys keeping an eye on Russia for us?
Whatever. We don't really care.
All right, see, you ruined my joke right off the bat.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about Paul. Well, we might not.
Yeah. But yeah, actually the band just started up. We're all snowed in. Weather sucks. It's been cold, but we got a little all ages show going on a Sunday afternoon right now. So yeah, things are fine.
It's cool keeping punk rock alive up in Alaska. Nice.
Yeah, we're trying. Yeah, he was part of Alaska's most middle-aged band. Did a fantastic job on.
I think they
did a fantastic job on drums for us for a couple of years or something.
Number one in hip hop.
Number one in pop. Yeah, we were number one in pop. Yeah.
Now he's part of Southern California's number one middle-aged band.
There's Evil Ted. Right?
Maybe not number
Ted.
one.
Yeah, Evil Ted. You guys kick ass. Yeah, as soon as you say, hey, we should do Bitch Needs a Muzzle, I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. He brought that to life. I'm like, oh, holy shit, who are those guys? So actually, Narcoleptic, you catapulted to the top of my playlist almost immediately. So props to you guys, too, still making music. So glad to see the new album drop and all that shit. So, yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well,
yeah, no problem.
Well, thanks for calling in and have fun with your show. Check out the Black Lung Show. If you want to send some stuff in, go ahead.
What's that? Oh,
I don't know.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, all right. Well, that was that. You see the professionalism here on the show.
It's getting better. You're getting way fucking better.
Thank you.
You don't fuck around anymore.
It's only been a year and a half, man. I'm still faking the shit. All right. Anyway, the thing is that I grew up playing in punk bands too in the early '90s, and so that's the one thing that I wanted to have this conversation with you guys about, because I played shows with you guys, and the Showcase Theater was just like the biggest thing around. And if you guys don't know, the Showcase Theater was in Corona, and it was all ages, and all hell would fucking break loose at that place. It was the one place that we could always go to, and you could see fucking shit, man. You could see the Addicts one night. You could see the Electric Hellfire Club. You could see industrial bands the next night. I still have all the flyers, the big giant posters. You know what I mean? And we did the exact same thing. I was in a band called Societies and Wanted back in the '90s, and we did the Battle of Bands thing too. And then we got to start playing with a bunch of their bands. The one band I can tell you, or the one show that I definitely remember playing with you guys, because my memory is a little hazy too. We did a show together at the Granada Theater in Ontario.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Remember. Yeah.
I think it was UXA. It was Snapper.
Yeah.
I was playing with Size and One, and actually I
Okay.
did a double duty that night. I played a Misfits cover band that day.
Okay.
But anyway, that's
That place was scary because I always thought the balcony was going to collapse. It was this really old building, and it was like you stand up there, it's kind of bouncing around, you know?
right. And you know what happened? It was that after we did that show, all punk bands were banned from that place for fucking years.
I wonder if it was the couple that had sex on stage. That might have had something to do with it.
It might have. It might have.
I don't see a fucking problem with that at all.
I think, did Clip 45 play that show too? I think?
Yeah, Clip 45. There you go. See,
Probably Don't Care, DC, Don't Care. I think they played that show.
it could have been.
Oh, yeah.
And it was,
There's a lot of bands that time. Yeah,
it was
that show.
Headstrong. So a lot of my friends' bands, but
There were a lot that played that show.
there was. But there was no more punk bands at that Granada Theater after that show.
It was
because
really cool. The sound was terrible, but it was a neat place.
It was right.
Yeah.
It was a big giant movie theater, and then we were just on stage, and the kids thrashed everything up. So anyway, look, let's do this before we keep babbling on. Mike, you got some of the songs that they sent us.
Well, we're all lined up.
All right, I want to do punk rock roulette. Okay, I'm gonna let you pick the song. You just play them, and this way the listening audience can check out this band that I'm telling you is fucking amazing. Check this out, Dutch. You've seen them. You know what's
I've
up.
seen them, yeah.
You know what's up, dude. All right, you guys are listening to the Black Lung Show live on chaoticradio.com. This is Narcoleptic Youth.
Don't try and let 'em run with me because I'm not gonna take it lying down. Hey, I don't need you hanging around. I don't need your opinion, don't want your advice. I tried so hard, I tried every night, but you just kept tonguing on my last nerve. Now it's time for you to get what you deserve with your bitch. Hey, it's such a bitch. Your bitch, 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 I need a muscle. Your bitch. Hey, it's such a bitch. Your bitch, 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 I need a muscle. You get a chance to complain and you'll do it. A trash can in your head, I wouldn't screw it. You're worse than a felon, you make me sick. The candles burn till the end of the week. I'm gonna bite my lip off for too long. No stopping me to spit it all out of the song. Well, I hope you get the message loud and clear. I just can't wait to turn right into your ear. You drop bitch. Hey, it's just a bitch. Drop bitch, 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 bitch. You need a muscle. Drop bitch. Hey, it's just a bitch. Drop bitch, 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 bitch. You need a muscle. Your attitude that makes you ugly. You like the effing ugly to a kid at the Roxy. You're way too bossy. You never seem to leave, but we wish you would. You can be a bitch if you wanna be, but don't try a little money with me because I'm not gonna take it lying down. Hey, I don't need you hanging around. I don't need your opinions, don't want your advice. I tried so hard, I tried to be nice, but you just kept sucking on my last nerve. Now it's time for you to get what you deserve. That you're a bitch. Hey, you're such a bitch. You're a bitch, 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 bitch. You need a muscle. You're a bitch. Bitch, you're such a bitch. You're a bitch, 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 bitch. You need a muscle.
Narcoleptic Youth on the Black Lung Show. All right. So what was it? What was the title of that track?
That was Bitch Needs a Muzzle.
Bitch needs to.
Yeah.
All right.
Or The Bitch Needs a Muzzle, yeah.
So tell me about that. 'Cause I'm intrigued.
Oh,
you know.
God, yeah. Okay, that was about an old member's girlfriend. And, I mean, if you read the lyrics, it's pretty self-explanatory, really. She one time we were playing at the Roxy in Hollywood, and she was throwing a fit, as usual, you know, as it was normal occurrence for her. And this guy was with, actually, we're playing with the Atomic Bombs, and one of their trucks was like in her way or something, and she just was throwing this absolute fit, yelling and screaming and stuff. And my friend goes, "Man, that bitch needs a muzzle." And I said, "I think we've got a song in there, you know." And the rest is history. Yeah. So
Brilliant. Oh, I love
Is
that.
she aware that it's about her?
I don't know. Yeah, there's a line in there that says, "You threw a fit at the Roxy. You're way too bossy. You never seem to leave, but we wish you would." You know, there's lines in there. I don't know if she knows.
Well, someone should fucking tell her.
Well, I don't. Nobody really wants to see her, so
Well, she might know now.
yeah.
Because she's listening to the
Yeah,
world
of course.
famous Black Lung Show.
Who isn't?
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, so we were talking off the air, and that's always the hard thing is sharing all these fun stories. This show is not scripted whatsoever. You know what I mean? We fly off the cuff all the time. So that cat was actually really calling from Alaska. I thought it was bullshit me.
Yeah, he's plays in a band called Evil Ted and a Thick Pink Antiseptic.
What?
That's the name of the band.
Say that again.
Evil Ted and a Thick Pink Antiseptic.
Show him your backpack.
Yeah, here's a back patch.
And you fucking wear that. Oh,
All right, look at that.
you don't wear that when you go out, though, do you?
So I drew stick figures.
Oh, that's fucking.
Wow.
But and that's
He
your. But
designed
you were
it.
saying that's your artwork, right?
Yeah, I designed it.
That's like Picasso, man. That's inspiring. I wish you guys could see this. You know.
The stick figures. Yeah.
Is anything relevant to the name of the band, or is it just fuck? What the fuck can you do with the?
Well, that song was about Let Them All Die, Leave the Bus. The bus in Alaska, you know, the kid that died in it. They made a movie. I don't know.
What the doo-doo fucking went and lived the happy life in the happy bus. Yeah.
Exactly.
Into the Wild was the movie, and
Yeah, that's right.
Look at you, man. All right.
They were talking about removing that bus, but people wanted to stay or something like that. So they're just like, let them die, leave the bus. So they wrote a song about it. So
in fact, if you're into music, depending the music you like, the soundtrack for that is all Eddie Vedder, and it's fucking amazing soundtrack. Just to let you know.
That's a very. Thank you. That's
Good. It's a good thing he's here because I don't know anything about what he's
It's the only
talking about.
fucking movie I know anything about. One movie, that's it.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry, I sounded intelligent just for a second. Sorry about
I
that.
know, man. We got another phone call. Wow. Fuck. This show is getting popular. It's fucking amazing. All right, Mike, go ahead. Cue him in right now. Hey, caller, you're listening to the Black Lung Show. You're on the air with Dutchie, the punk rock DJ, Ryan Pena, and the motherfucking narcoleptic youth. Go ahead.
All right. Is Joey there?
I know this voice.
Can I speak to Joey?
Joey's not here. This is Jason, our guitarist, calling in here. So
How you doing, Jason?
I'm doing good.
What's going on with you? Why are you?
yeah,
not-
why aren't you here?
Yeah, why aren't you in the studio with us? We got pizza, dude. I promise
You're
you guys
missing out on pizza.
The pizza's actually here.
I don't believe him. I haven't
I had
tasted
some-
any yet. So
I had some family in town, and I've been entertaining family. So
Okay. So
Fucking when there's family in town, that's the time to get the fuck out there and come in the studio, dude.
I didn't want to take my canoe there. That's why.
yeah.
No, it is absolutely fucking ridiculous right now on the freeways. But what's good with you, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. Hanging out.
He's a
I'm
real
staying
talkative
dry.
one.
Yeah. How long have you been in the band?
Since 96, 97.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
How'd you get in the band? Who put you in the band?
Um.
Trick
you
question. Wasn't me. Who first invited you to a band practice with us?
did. The bitch that needs a muzzle.
There you go. See.
That's called segue. That was
So what happened there was she really did invite him in, and we already had like 2 other guitarists at the time, so we didn't we said we're not Iron Maiden with like 3 guitarists or whatever, so one of them had to go. So it was actually the one who thank you, the one who
I'm handing Joey pizza right now because I promised him that, and Dutchie paid for it. Thanks,
that's
Dutchie.
how you got us in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Dutchie.
Pizza and beer. That's how I bribe the bands. You good? Everybody good?
So anyway, she invited him down, and he ended up being the one that squeezed her boyfriend guitarist out of the band.
Oh, I'm the jerk.
It's all your fault.
Hey, whatever. I play guitar with my teeth. What are you gonna do?
Well, I don't want to call anybody out, man, but before we went on, they were saying you were ugly and you can't read good. I don't know how.
You can't have everything.
Hey, you got that going for you.
We've got him in the band because women throw their panties at him.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell him about that.
Panties.
You have a panty story?
We were playing a show in San Diego, and at the end of it, some broad threw her panties on stage, and it was like 3-week-old panties that she probably hadn't showered in about a month.
Oh no, were they big girl panties? Like I was watching.
I don't remember them being super big.
No, they
but
weren't.
They were.
No?
They
Okay.
were super stinky. It wasn't good.
Did you keep them?
It wasn't like what you romanticize about someone throwing their panties at you. It wasn't like that. That's for
He
sure.
wore them out of the club that night.
There was something growing on them.
Oh no! Can you describe the smell for our listening audience?
It smelled like tuna fish and
Rotten eggs.
moldy shark meat.
Moldy shark meat.
That sounds like a good name for a punk band.
There you go. That's your next song.
That's
dude.
our next-
Moldy shark meat.
It's one of our undercover names, Moldy Shark Meat.
The next time you guys do
Yeah.
a secret show, that'll be the band name right there, Moldy Shark
Yep.
Meat. And you'll only know about it because you guys are listening to the Black
That's
Lung
right.
Show. See, I plug my shit all the time. Look, and there's Dan waving his little creepy face through the window. Dan's got a show here on Chaotic Radio, Punks in Recovery. He's going to be coming up after us. Jason, anything else you want to plug, man? While we got you on the phone, because I want to play some more of your music, man. So the kids
Besides your
Yeah, I
butt.
know we're playing a show in East LA on February 4th with Union 13 and
Awesome.
Corrupted Youth, and we're playing a show at the Doll Hut on February 11th with Naked Aggression and BDSM.
All right. Well,
with
you're
Civil Disgust and Goons Army too.
cool.
And March 5th at, how do you say this? Aurea Vista?
Aurea Vista
In Riverside. All ages show.
with Joey.
Yeah,
We're
we don't know
playing
who
with
we're
Joey.
playing with, yeah.
We're playing with Joey.
Well, cool, man. Well, thanks for calling in. You know, we're gonna play some more music. You want to call back in and throw in your 2 cents on anything that we talk about? Feel free. All
right.
But right now, Mike,
What happened?
can we play some more music?
Yeah, that's probably do here.
All right. I like that. All right. Again, Punk Rock Roulette. Pick a Narcoleptic Youth song. You guys are listening to the Black Lung Show live on chaoticradio.com. Crank that shit. All right, that was abrupt end. You listen to the Black Lung Show live on chaoticradio.com. Again, my in-studio guests are Narcoleptic Youth, and my brother helping me out was Dutchy the punk rock DJ.
It's funny. We go on a fucking break and listen to some music, and then we all start fucking yapping, and we're like, fucking hell, the song finished. We're gonna have to get serious now and get back to the show. I'm like, oh fucking hell. Give me some more
Get
pizza
serious.
and more fucking beer, and we go out there and carry on our conversation.
Yeah,
You know?
we're talking about GBH.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Shit. Let's talk about a funny story. All right, I've been saving this for a while because Joey, he doesn't remember one time when we met, and I got a great one. This is the most fucking hardcore, brutal, boots to your fucking face punk rock story you guys have probably ever heard. So anyway, years ago, all right, and this is probably, I'm trying to think back. Look at the record. Maybe we got a fucking date on this. No, we don't. But years ago, probably in the early 2000s.
Yeah, probably like 2000.
Yeah. My friend and I started our own record label, and we did one release. That was it. It was called Lotus Limited, and it was my friend Chase Revenge from the band Pistol Grip. And we managed a couple bands. We threw a few shows. We really tried, and that's the whole thing about punk rock is you got to do everything DIY. Do your best to put stuff out. So we released this record, and I'm showing it. This is the first time. Check it out, Dutchie. This is actually the record that I put out. I'm proud of this. I've never even fucking played this record. This is a Pistol Grip 7-inch, limited to 500 copies, and we did this years ago. So as Chase and I,
Good band.
thank you. They're a great band.
Yeah.
Great band. As we were out promoting the record, we were putting it in stores and stuff, right? We went to the Mad Platter in Riverside, and this is back when the Mad Platter used to be across the street from the Tyler Mall. Okay, so we're in there and we're talking to the owner and we're doing the whole consignment thing. We're like, hey, check out our record. We're a brand new record label. We're Lotus Limited. We got Pistol Grip. We had this band called Holly Tree that we were working with. They were from. You remember Holly Tree?
Yeah, I got one of their CDs or something.
Yeah, they were amazing. They were from
good band.
They were from Brazil. They had just won some MTV2 video awards. Like they were fucking one of the best live bands I've ever seen. So we go inside the store, and Joey's in there, and he's doing his thing. I'm not sure what he was doing. We were trying to promote.
I was doing
the
my
show.
consignments.
Yeah, you probably was.
I was. That's why I was always down there.
Right. For the kids that don't know what that means, and consignment is when you got to peddle your own shit into a store. You take it, and we actually still had tapes back then.
Yeah.
Those were cassette tapes. We still had those. We were in there promoting it, and so Chase looks over at Joey. He's like, "Hey, this is my buddy Joey from Narcoleptic Youth." Joey had a big giant bag of just chocolates. I'm not you're looking at me like this is going to be like a better story. No,
No. I actually was holding back a burp. So.
It's the same look on your face, waiting for a good story to come out of this one.
Yeah, that's the coolest shit ever. Because he looks at me and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Joey." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Ryan. We play together." He's like, "Would you like a chocolate?" And I was like, "Thank you very much. It's very, very nice of you." It was the most punk rock shit I had ever seen.
Tell me that's it. There needs to be something more than that.
No
fucking chocolate.
I'm the Willy Wonka of punk rock.
Yeah, now
That's all it was, man. He was just in there and
I was expecting sex and fucking fights and fucking stinky panties or something.
I love disappointing.
Actually, well, Chase was with us on a fight we had in Vegas. Speaking of fights, when we at the Excalibur Hotel. I don't know if Jason wants to call back in and talk about this, but Chase and some of his friends from the San Gabriel Valley area, we were walking through the Excalibur, and these preppy guys come by, and they're giving us, hassling us because of our guitar, or our bass player Pep had he's got a jacket like I'm wearing, like, "Oh, nice jacket, faggot," or something like that, and we just ignored them. We weren't looking for trouble. We just let them go on by. These two kind of preppy guys, and they came by and did it again, said the same thing, and so then Pep said something back to him, and these three guys, Chase and his two friends, were around the corner. They didn't even see, they couldn't tell how big these guys were, how many of them there were. It didn't matter. They came running around the corner, shouting out, "SGV, whatever," their skinhead gang or whatever. They come running around the corner and are doing karate kicks on these guys through the air, jumping up, kicking these guys in the head, and just start wailing on these guys. The next thing you know, the lady in the shop is screaming, "Boys, stop it!" And giant gumball machine got knocked over. Gumballs went all over the floor in there. And then they had, because it was an Excalibur, they have the knight, the knight armor and everything, stand there. That thing went through this giant glass window. The whole glass window shatters, psh, like this, and we're going, man, we got to get out of here because there's cameras all over. It's Vegas, and we're like, okay, they got this handled. We're getting out of here. And my friend Mike, who we have a song about called Michael Joined the Navy, he starts checking all these door handles, and it was a facade. They weren't real doors, most of them. They were just there for looks, And he just starts grabbing them, turning them, and there was nothing, they're just there for looks. And all of a sudden, one of them opens, And so, you go, okay, let's go. So we go through there, and next thing you know, we're going through the kitchen of the Excalibur Hotel, and we see the guys, the chefs there. We're like, Donde está el casino? And they're like, that way. And so we go out there, and then we all got separated, and we're paging each other through their system, saying like, Johnny Cat Scabies, please report to the front office. Your party's waiting for you. Like,
and I thought you were gonna. That's a good one. That's
one,
way
yeah.
fucking better than his fucking
better than
chocolate
his chocolate,
story,
right?
That's called Segway Dutchie. I was leading up to that. I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, we love playing. That was a great story. No, seriously. You saved me on that one. It's the fucking irony of it.
Well, it involved Chase. So
thank you. There you go. See, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was going to be like this really funny thing, man. But Joey was just so cool. He was just like, "Would you like a chocolate?" No. Wow, dude. All right, cool.
Well, you know what I was thinking? I might have there'd be like people outside, guys selling chocolates, like fundraiser or whatever. I always feel bad for them. I'll buy one of their like $2 chocolate bars, and I was thinking maybe that's where it came from, and I didn't really want it. And I'm like, here, you want some chocolate?
You probably could have. It could have been laced. Who knows? Anyway, so you listen to the Black Lung Show. The one thing that I love doing on this show is spinning vinyl, and they did bring some vinyl in, so we'll try to get to that in a minute. The album that I'm talking to you guys about, and I've had this in my collection for fucking 20-something years. We got the rights. Luckily, we had a good relationship with Sean from BYO, so he allowed us to put this record out. It's a limited edition pistol grip record. I love it when the needle just hits a record, right? Isn't that the greatest fucking sound ever? Yeah. This is the first time I've actually played this record. There you go. Pistol Grip. That was the first time I've ever played that record. I swear to God. I've had this in my collection since we released this thing. Like when I tell you that there's only 500 copies, well, this is the only fucking one that I got, and I just had it in my house, just waiting for the right occasion to play it. So that's the very first time. Go ahead, Dutchie, check that out, man. I'm proud of that shit. You know what I mean? I had a record label for fucking 2 weeks. It was awesome. These Kids nowadays, they don't fucking know how hard this shit was, man. And that's the thing that I was talking to Joe, and I want to talk to you guys about this. All right, so let's get into some serious shit. Well, it ain't gonna be that serious, but when we talk about the Showcase Theater, right? That was some of the best memories of my entire fucking life, right? Yeah. All the fuck. I mean, we could go back and forth and share so many shows. I mean, I remember seeing the Vandals there, and people were diving off the fucking balcony and kicking me in the fucking face with their Doc Martens. You know what I mean? Yep. There was so many, the Angry Samoans, Agent Orange, just so many great shows. One of the things I want to ask you, brother, especially you, I see pictures, man, back in the day, and there's you and Monkey, and didn't I see one too with you with Olga from the Toy Dolls?
Yeah, well, I have a picture of me and Olga when I went to the first time I went to see them down at the San Juan Capistrano at the Coach House.
Okay.
And they were really nice. We stuck around afterwards because I'm a huge Toy Dolls fan and Addicts too. And
me too.
And they were really nice to all their fans, and they took pictures with us, and they signed my record and everything. So I have one with him. Then I've got another one when the Addicts had him playing bass, and so it was like me. Wow. And Olga on one side and Monkey on the other. That's like my prized possession because like those are the two bands that I've always like loved forever growing up, and I never even thought when I was a kid I'd get to see them. My sisters are 10 years older than me, and I got into punk because of them. Their boyfriends and stuff were into punk or in punk bands and stuff, and I used to hear these stories about how amazing the Attic shows were and everything, and then there was a time where they really just weren't playing that much. I don't think they ever officially broke up, but they just weren't playing regularly out here anyway.
Right.
And I never thought I'd even get to see them. So for me to later, here we are, we're opening for them. I'm getting to hang out with them, and kind of like I'm friends with them now. And I mean I've had dinner at Pete's house, and they actually, I got to sing backing vocals on the Roller Coaster album.
No shit.
Yeah,
really?
They invited me up for me and Kevin Staub, the pro skater. I don't know if you know who he is, but he rode for Sims. But anyway, yeah, he was there too. And that was a trip for me because I'm a huge skateboarding fan too. So
all right,
I got to meet him, and that was pretty wild. But anyways, just like things like that, life is weird because, like I said, I never even thought I'd watch him play, and I was really bummed about that because I heard these great stories. I was, growing up, and then to get to not only, play with them, but we kind of toured with them a little bit. We did some stops on one of their tours.
Well, you boys have
really
played.
cool.
You must have played with some mega fucking punk top bands. You know.
I've played with almost all of my idols growing up, except for a few.
What about you two? I mean, you're way too fucking young to remember the original shit. Yeah, you're kind of in between. But no, I mean, I've never been on a stage with fucking big time punk bands. I still go and fucking pay to go see them.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, Dutchie, that's what I'm saying. The Narcoleptic Youth was. Here's the thing: is that we're the same age, right? And when we started playing the same time, you guys blew up, man. And I'm fucking so proud of you guys. Because you guys were always playing with the best bands. You know what I mean? You can name fucking all. If you
Subhumans, Vice Squad.
See,
we were supposed to play with the Damned, and I'm bummed that didn't happen because I'm a huge Damned fan. UK Subs, Youth Brigade, TSOL, Adolescents, Addicts,
the legends, right?
Agent Orange.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned
Channel
that.
3.
You mentioned that before we came on the air about the damn show, and you said it was what 1998.
I think it was around 98. Yeah.
So, and you saying what fucking tickets didn't sell because people didn't know who the fuck the Damned were. Yet now here we are, 20 years later, right?
This is their 40th. This is their 40th
Right.
anniversary.
So you tell me. I mean, I know that punk. I would say it. Yeah, it did. It died. It was gone. What's the difference between when you started, for the three of you, to what it's like now when you see the crowds, and the younger kids who are growing up into punk, and then us really old fuckers who were there at the beginning.
You guys want to answer that one?
Well, I was around in the mid '90s, Huntington Beach and that area, and I would see Whitecaps, Guttermouth, all these bands, and it was fantastic. You'd see them backyard parties. We were talking before, seeing the Grabbers at a parking structure in Seal Beach.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was just fucking awesome, and I would see that energy, and that's what got me into it. I would go see these bands, and you couldn't even help what you were doing. All of a sudden, I'm running in a circle, and I'm jumping off a stage, and I'm like, the fuck, I didn't even realize I was going to do that. I wanted to go see a band, and now it took control over me. and that was punk rock for me, and it was fantastic. What it did to me, my attitude, and I was like, I love this. This is.
And now you're the one on the stage. So what's that like when you're playing these big fucking shows, right? And you play some decent shows, and then you look down and you see that shit going on. It must fucking like.
Well, he's new to the band, so he wasn't there for all these other shows, that like Subhumans and all that.
So you got that to look forward to then.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
How did you get lucky enough to become part of the band?
I was. Well, I hadn't played in a band for about 4 years, and I was looking for bands. I needed to find someone. I ended up like cruising bands on Craigslist, and I found this guy right here.
That's not what he was cruising.
I wasn't cruising. I was cruising
Be
for
honest,
dudes. I was
be
cruising
honest.
for
Casual
dudes.
encounters.
Yeah,
M for M.
Cruising on
yeah,
Craigslist.
male for male.
T for
And I
M.
found this guy here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
and I found
Joey Bondage. He sounds interesting.
Sergeant Waggles over here. So
Fuck you now.
so
Does sound a little bit.
a little sketchy.
Say, just a touch.
Yeah, I wasn't playing music for about 4 years, and I was ready. I would just like play drums in my garage, and I ended up finding John on Craigslist. They were looking for a drummer in a band he was in called Modern Age Decline, and I played with him for a while, and then Jason came in and started playing guitar with us.
Okay.
So the opportunity for a drummer came in for Narcoleptic
Yeah,
Youth,
so
and-
our original drummer, Johnny Cat Scabies, named after Rat Scabies from the Dam.
Right. We got that.
Really?
He, yeah, he's not his son, but anyway, he came down with a really bad like problem with his foot and ankle, like gout and tendon problems and stuff, and he had to cancel out on shows sometimes last minute. So we had some fill-in drummers, and we just we said it just wasn't working. It was kind of a mutual thing. We didn't like kick him out or anything like that. It was just he knew it wasn't going to work. We knew it wasn't going to work, and so we just kind of had to part ways and find a new drummer. And Jason, we were looking for people. We tried some people out, and there were some people that were just kind of flakes and stuff. And Jason said, I this other band that I'm in on the side, I really like this drummer. He's a cool guy. I just like hanging out with them, which is so important that you can just get along with somebody. He's on my wavelength. He's a cool guy. He's a family man. He's just a good guy and a great drummer. And I said, well, call him up. Let's try him out. So, excuse me.
Joey's getting choked
I'm
up.
choking on my pizza. So we gave him 3 songs to learn, and he showed up at that practice. And not only did he learn those 3 songs, but after he was done, he said he nailed them, by the way. And then he said, well, I also want to try these 2. So he took the initiative to learn 2 more songs. We didn't even ask him to, which we probably weren't even prepared to play because we hadn't played them in so long. We're like, okay. And so it was great. And we said, well, this guy, obviously he wants it. He's, he learned 2 songs. We didn't even ask him to learn. He did great on the other 3. So
Yeah.
it was kind of a done deal right there. And then since we were bringing in a new drummer, we're going to have to take time to get him schooled up. We said, well, why don't we Waggles here. He was already, we knew that he'd wanted to play with us for a long time. He'd told Jason and stuff, and so we said, well, why don't we come back as a 5-piece and work in another guitarist at the same time that we're doing bringing in a drummer. So
Let's talk about the music thing, because that's the fun part for me. You guys have been a 4-piece for fucking years, and now you're talking about being a 5-piece. How can you explain the difference? Because for me personally, I same thing, right? The last 20 years, 4-piece punk ran, but that extra guitar just makes so much difference, right?
To me, it's more powerful. We've been a 5-piece before. We've kind of gone back and forth. We've been a 4-piece, 5-piece, 4-piece, kind of. And I've always liked the 5-piece sound better. It's just a lot stronger. For a while, we thought it was a little cleaner as a 4-piece, or they did. I didn't. I kind of disagreed, but they're like, yeah, whatever. You're not the musician, But they like the sound of a 4-piece better for a while. But then I think they agree. Waggles here, he's really good. So I mean, it just adds to the strength of the overall sound. It's a big wall of sound with those guitars coming out. Is great.
I'll go 2 guitars every fucking time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, when you earlier on you said you were fucking useless when you started, right? But that's what it's all about. To me, that's what it's all about. And the musicianship in punk music has got 1,000 times better than it was back then.
Sure,
Even the bands that were around then, if you listen to their live stuff, like if you listen to Stiff Little Fingers live in '79, and then you listen to them live now, those guys have actually they must have sat down and gone, we actually need to learn these things now, because it's a different it's a different game now.
Yeah. Well, we've always aspired to be like, we look up to bands like Subhumans and the Dead Kennedys, who are like fantastic musicians. For us as a band, we've always tried to strive to be good like that. I mean, when we started out, what was cool about punk is it didn't matter. You could suck, and anybody could do it, and that was great. But for us, we always, we wanted that quality. We wanted to, we wouldn't just put anybody in there. They had to be good at what they did, and we always tried to improve. We want to put out a really good, solid sound.
Well, you guys always have, and I'm glad you said that, because I feel the exact same way. When I first started playing, in a band, I was there, in high school watching my friends open up for the Dickies, and I was like, fuck, I want to do that. But I didn't want to learn how to fucking play guitar or anything. So I was like, fuck it, give me a beer and get a microphone. I'm like, fuck, I'll do this shit. So over the years, it's the same thing with like Cheech and Chong. Fuck it, we don't gotta be fucking good. We just gotta be punk rock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go up there, you start that way, but then over the years, you start playing with better musicians, and you start hearing things, and you make better albums, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like a goal for you guys? I know it is for me. To put out a good album and something that you're proud of. Where you're like, dude, check this out, man. We got. Fucking better.
Absolutely. We're our toughest critics. I mean, there are a lot of songs we didn't put on this album because they just didn't cut it, and we want to put out something good. Unfortunately, that means it takes us a long time to put out an album because we're so picky about that stuff, and we don't just say, oh, we need to write a new album. I write lyrics and stuff when they come to me. I don't just say like, oh, I have to have it by this date or something, which is kind of bad because we don't have a lot of albums for that reason. But for as long as we've been around, I mean, we have several albums, but we should have more for as long as we've been around.
Well, I was going to ask you about that, man. I was like, dude, you're the narcoleptic youth, but fuck, sometimes it feels like you're like the hibernating youth, because I will fucking...
That's our new name.
Right, I will see you guys fucking play a handful of shows.
Yeah.
And then
nothing for...
Yeah, nothing for like 2 years. Like, where the fuck did they go?
There's a million reasons for that.
No, I know. I'm fucking with you. You know what I mean?
But you're right. No, you're right. It's true. I recognize it.
But it's also a good thing too, because I don't think you should oversaturate yourself. You know what I mean? Don't just play. It's the same thing with us, man. We're not going to just play every show just because we want to. The one thing I can tell you, dude, I remember about you guys, and I loved this and admired about this. I admired you guys for this. Was that you guys were always one of the bands. And I'm also rocking this shirt too.
We're playing with them.
I know. We're gonna get to that. I wore this on purpose. All right, my friend Kirsten from Naked Aggression. I'm sporting your shirt. Hopefully, you're listening to this show. These are the bands that were always about the youth, right? Look at that segue, man. Narcoleptic youth, about the youth. You guys were always about playing all ages shows as much as you could. Here's the thing. So that's the next question.
Yeah.
Isn't it fucking sad, man, that we don't have fucking places to play anymore for the kids?
Well, and Dutchie asked the question earlier about what it was like, the scene and everything then compared to now. And one of the things that happened was, as far as I'm concerned, I think this is what happened was right around, I'd say, things were going great up until like 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
Shows are great. We're doing Chain Reaction. It was great. We're doing Showcase, of course. And then we were playing... the Glass House in Pomona, like just great shows. I mean, huge shows. And then they started having problems. We got banned from Chain Reaction, along with a lot of other bands like The Voids and Clip 45 and Litmus Green. We all got banned from there. And because they said the kids were like destroying the parking lot or whatever.
Yeah, they were breaking bottles.
Yeah,
and
breaking bottles
weed,
and stuff like that. Yeah,
that
and same thing with Showcase. Well, Showcase was different. That's a whole nother story, and I'm not going to get into what happened there. But we stopped playing there for a reason. But and then with the Glass House, that was they had like riots and stuff there. I think there was a casualty show and there was a riot there. We played a show there one time and there was like massive amounts of kids in the street who couldn't even get in because it was like packed and stuff. So like when all those problems started happening, like they stopped doing punk shows there. They stopped doing punk shows at Chain Reaction. A lot of these places would get shut down, or like like you said, the Granada Theater, they said no more punk shows. And so for a while I think that kind of killed a lot of the scene. There weren't that many places to play,
right?
So it kind of went underground again a little bit, but the bands kept playing here and there, random pizza joints and bars or whatever, but that kind of hurt a lot of the all ages scene, I think. So hopefully kids are smarter about it this time around and aren't destroying, don't bite the hand that feeds you, basically.
Well, I really truly hope so from the bottom of my, cause, I'm still playing. We're gonna get to the shows coming up because we got 10 minutes left of the show. God, I told you this shit goes by fast, right?
Fast.
Mike, we need more Narcoleptic Youth so we can play for the listening audience. I love this band, and look, also, this show goes on every single Sunday. The next album that you guys have, the next time you guys just want to come in and shoot the shit, you guys are always welcome. Dude, the door's open. This is our punk rock love to the community.
For sure. Hey, you buy us pizza, we'll be here, man. We'll be here
All
every
right.
day.
You're a cheap date. Narcoleptic Youth, a cheap date. All right, Mike, hit me with some more Narcoleptic Youth. You listen to Black Lung Show on chaoticradio.com. That was Narcoleptic Youth. One last time here on the Black Lung Show. We're running out of time. Ah, man. I gotta have you guys. You guys gotta come back in, man.
For sure, yeah, we'd love to.
Cool. Because we have so
Maybe
much.
you should make your show longer.
I think so. Well, sometimes people suck and they don't like to talk, But
Then you just kick them out. Tell them to fuck off.
Like Jason, our guitars. Okay. Click.
Oh, shit. Did I do that?
No, it's. I've
Yeah,
done.
you
I've
did,
done
yeah,
them.
you did,
I've done.
you did.
I did.
I've done those phone interviews. It's hard, because I don't know. You're just kind of detached. You're not with the vibe of everything,
Right. I'm sorry. All right.
And then you were really rude to him too. But that wasn't. No.
I did. I told him he can't read good. And he
Tell
was
him to
ugly.
call back. That way we can just not even pick up the phone.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I had a chocolate story that I thought was gonna be cool, and
The chocolate.
No,
story
it was
important.
cool. It was really cool.
whatever, man.
Best story I've heard today.
Yeah, shut up.
about chocolate.
Anyway, all right. So, Narcoleptic Youth has got some shows coming up. We're gonna get to those in a second. You guys, and here's the beautiful segue that comes in with our station. You guys are on Doctor Strange Records, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are huge Doctor Strange Records fans. Bill is our friend. If you guys got to go to drstrangerecords.com. What else you got? He's got commercials on our station.
I got them at rarepunk.com is the website.
Thank you.
Or drstrange.com is the shop too.
Right. He's gonna. I was hoping he'd be able to come in here. What do you guys have coming up where people can check you out? Because now you guys got some shows. I'm gonna tell you first. I'm gonna start with one real quick. This is what makes me sad, and it's actually not something that sad. It's actually kind of cool for our scene. The scene right now, it's we've got so many good bands right now and so many good shows coming up that it's hard to pick and choose. So like, say this weekend, right, on the 28th, I'm fucking ecstatic because I'm gonna try to get out to Long Beach to see a band called the Riverboat Gamblers. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of them. They're a great band from Austin, Texas. They're amazing, and they're playing with Throw Rag.
Where? I gotta go.
Yeah.
Where?
At Alex's bar. They're playing there at Alex Bar that night, but in Riverside here, man, in our home, Mike Watt is playing. And if you guys have never seen Mike Watt play from the legendary Minutemen, I saw him play a couple of weeks ago. He fucking played like 400 songs in like an hour. He was just fucking amazing. He didn't take a smoke break, nothing. Just a brilliant musician. My show that I'm inviting everybody to, and I wish you guys could come play, but you guys have your own show. It's fucking making me sad. February 11th, I'm turning 40. All right, I'm getting old. Dutchy, don't say a fucking goddamn thing to me.
How can I? Fuck it now, dude.
I'm turning 40 next week, but my show is going to be at the Mission Tobacco Lounge on February 11th. And February 11th, I'm playing with my band, the Dirty Priests. We're going to have Symbol 6, one of my favorite bands of all time, and the Rockets are going to be playing. We're going to have a sideshow performer, Dangerous D. Look him up on Facebook and YouTube. This fucking cat's insane, man. He does the whole thing, nails into his face and everything. But, that's in the IE. There's so many shows everywhere. Narcoleptic Youth is going to be playing with one of my favorite bands, Naked Aggression, at the Doll Hut on February 11th.
I've got that card, yeah. Doll Hut. I've got them all now. I give them out to them, and they all come back to me. It's February 11th at the Doll Hut with Naked Aggression, BDSM, another good band, Civil Disgust. Great bands here. Goons Army, they go way back. I'll take them. It's all right here. You can't read my writing. All right.
Well, see, that's a beauty of this show, man. All those bands have been guests here on the Black Lung Show. BDSM was just in here a couple of weeks ago. Corey's a crazy bastard.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, you met him.
We know him. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we've got Saturday, February 4th in East LA with Union 13, Corrupted Youth, the Grim Mafia Russa, Dead 77. And there might be another band they keep changing the lineup. But if you go to facebook.com/narcoleptic youth, we post up all of our shows on there. And we got another one coming up in Riverside at the club whose name I can't pronounce. Aurea Vista in Riverside. And
Don't work with a lot of
March
Spanish
5th.
people, do you?
Yeah, that's my Spanish there. I don't know. So anyway, that's March 5th. But go to our Facebook page, and we always post up the flyers on there. So.
Look, man, I want to tell you guys, man, for as long as I've been doing it, tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Be honest.
In my house, man, I have flyers, man, and when I got to play with the Addicts, is that not making it? You know what I mean? Like, you got to play with the Subhumans. You still get to play punk rock. You guys are narcoleptic youth, but you ain't fucking that young. but you're still young at heart, man. You're still doing what you do. I love that about you guys, man. I think you guys are one of the best bands I've ever had a chance to see. I've ever had a chance to play with. I want everybody that's listening to this show, check out Narcoleptic Youth, okay? Go to their website. Go see them fucking play live. We'll work on some stuff, maybe, and we'll play again. We got 20-something fucking plus years later.
Sure, yeah.
And Dutchy, too, man.
That's right. And you know what? I came on your show, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, and you introduced me to the Dirty Priests. So shout out for that. We are playing with the Dirty Priests next week on the 28th at the Black Watch in Upland with Dirtbox, the Dirty Priests, and Part-Time Punks.
And that's Jimmy's 50th birthday, right?
I believe so, yeah.
It is. The Dirty Priests are brother, again... From me to you, that's what I'm saying. This is what the show's about, right? There's a band called the Dirty Priests here from Rancho Cucamonga. Dude, they started playing, and I was like, shit, that sounds like the Briefs. It sounds like the Dead Boys. It's just fucking great, a great band. This entire show is about helping people check out fucking good bands anymore.
That's cool. Yeah. Thank you for all the kind words.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're just happy I got you fucking pizza.
No, you asked about. I think you were asking a question. You told me to be honest, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to answer about. Playing with those bands. Yeah, it's great. I mean, to me, that's kind of like why I started doing it. I kind of wanted to do that. I wanted to play with all those bands. And
I have ADD. You got me.
No, but that was that is why a big reason why I wanted to do it in the first place, to get to play with.
What's
those
the
bands.
one band that you've played with that you just like fuck?
Could be the Addicts. Yeah.
Right. One last question. Let's do the hypothetical thing. If I was the booking agent, and I wanted all three of you guys, okay? I want to see where your mindset is. If I could tell you, I would book you guys with any band of your choosing, alive or dead. Who would you play with? What would be your ultimate?
Having, like I've already played with Addicts, so one band I'd really like to play with, actually two right now.
You only get one.
Oh, come on.
Fucking hell. Greedy bastard.
Give me two, come on. We'll be support under the second band, okay? The Damned, especially like the 76 era would be rad.
Awesome.
And GBH is another band that like we haven't played with that I'd really love to play with.
Okay, perfect.
Let's see. I would have to say Subhumans, one of my all-time favorite bands. Growing up, listened to them as 15 years old all the way up till now, and one of the major influences on my guitar playing, on certain styles that I like to go to here and there.
Cool.
So I have to say them.
My list is probably way too big and kind of weird.
Just tell them Village People. Come on.
Let's
Lady
go.
Gaga.
Everything from Guar with Dave Brockie. Oh, that'd be fantastic.
All right, that's a good answer.
Fucking Vanilla Ice.
I was gonna say when does Vanilla Ice come in here? Show them your back patch.
Oh shit!
Do you have you really have a vanilla? You have a vanilla.
Oh, fuck off!
Look,
You were fucking on Craigslist for someone else.
he tricked the shit out of me. Listen to everybody. Everybody listening right now. Look, I'm looking at his patches right now. He's got the Damned. He's got the toy dolls on the front. On the back, he's got a fucking full-on Vanilla Ice.
In color. In color.
Yeah, you son of
Naked.
a bitch. Yeah, he came in here like a cobra, man. Just, oh, you infiltrator. You're a fucking infidel.
It's that old To the Extreme fucking Vanilla Ice album cover.
That's like having George Michael on the back. Fucking hell.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Segue.
Yo, VIP.
And I guarantee he's going to start singing.
Come on,
If Jason's gonna call in right now, watch. This is where Jason calls in.
Come on, give it to us.
All right, stop.
Oh, I'm not.
I can't. Dutchie's dancing. Anyway, all right. We gotta wrap this shit.
No, you see, his song goes ding 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 diggy ding 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 ding. Yeah, the other one goes ding 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 diggy ding ding.
I saw the same interview, man. Fuck that guy, man.
Oh, is that when Suge Knight was hanging him out of window?
Probably,
yeah, by his ankle.
Oh, you know the
You
Queen
piece of shit.
the Queen version goes like this. Right?
Yeah. Holy shit! All right, well, we have a brand new orange president. We have a great band in the studio.
Loomba, doompa dee doo.
How are we gonna end this? We're gonna have to play more Narcoleptic Youth. Mike,
There you go.
take us out with one more. Make sure you guys check out Narcoleptic Youth. Make sure you guys listen to all the shows here on chaoticradio.com. I'm Ryan Pena. This is Dutchie, the punk rock DJ. This is Narcoleptic fucking Youth. Check them out. We love this band. Good night, guys.